Good morning. I'm Debbie A. Anderson, and it is 9 a.m. MST, and this is Spiritual Breadcrumbs. Just to give you a heads up, decision has been made, okay? I am on, I can't remember what episode I'm on at the moment. I think this is episode 94, okay? My 94th day of doing Spiritual Breadcrumbs. And Spiritual decided when it gets to the 100th, which is Saturday, October the 1st, it will be the last one. So that day, that morning, if you come on, I will pull a card for you and do a mini reading. And that is October the 1st. All right, and that will be the last Spiritual Breadcrumbs. Of course, usually something else manifests in place of whatever there is. So I don't have any doubts that there won't be something else in the future. But as I say, October the 1st will be my last airing of Spiritual Breadcrumbs. So let's get back to today and the focus of this week. This week is Louise Hay Inspiration Week, and we are on day 2. And for any of you that watched my Spiritual Breadcrumbs yesterday, Louise Hay never had an easy upbringing. She never had an easy life. The beginning of her life was pretty stretched, difficult, as many of us have experienced in our own lives. So why is it in life? This is one of the quote I'm going to be using today. Why are we in life always looking to others for approval? Whether it's the clothes we wear, the hairdo, what we eat, what we buy, where we live. It keeps accumulating until one day we wake up and we're in stasis because we cannot do a single thing without first getting a constant or consultation from those around us. So this, and when it's a metaphorically asking question, it means I don't need you to answer. I need you to go inside of yourself and review. Okay, so we need to review sometimes and we need to stop. So this is the question. When do you stop believing in your decisions? When did you stop believing in you and that you could make a right decision without, first of all, having to phone a friend? Hey, guilty as charged. I used to be very much like that. What's everybody wearing today? Where are we going today? What do I need to put on? You know, I used to be in that mode. And then all of a sudden, one morning I woke up, I'm like, I don't need to be like this with everybody else. I'm me and I need to express me and be me. And if people don't like that, guess what? Too bad, so sad. Get over it or move on. So when did you last look at yourself? Give yourself permission to be. I want you to consider this for a moment. Because when you do have that aha moment and go, you know what? I don't care anymore. And I don't mean that you don't care in the way that you don't care, but you're not hinging your whole life, everything, decisions on what other people think. You know, I always feel uncomfortable when somebody's just had a new hairdo and they come and they say, so what do you think of it? Well, first of all, I have to go inside and reflect and go, okay, this wouldn't be a choice I'd make. But if I say I don't like it, then I'm reflecting something to them that then they're going to start doubting themselves. So usually I'll respond because obviously I haven't got all this time to digest and do this within myself. Usually they're expecting a snap decision, like a snap answer. So a lot of the times I say, you know what? It's different. And that's all I'm saying, because it is different when we think about it in its essence. It is different because we're used to seeing them with the hairdo that they have. And by the way, this is coming out shortly. So I will be going back to my permed style hairdo. Okay. So I'm not asking permission. I'm doing it. So don't be afraid to make the decision. Don't be afraid to do it, because literally when you last look literally, when we look within ourselves and give ourselves permission to be, you don't get that concern. You don't have that worry about what others think. So it is time to believe in you. Believe in the decisions you make, right or wrong. You've made a decision. Just step forward and go. What the heck? 'Tis okay. It's truly time to see how that approach turns out. Just do it. Hey, who knows? When spirit have your back, everything is vibrationally possible. You know that. So with that, I will leave you with the quote that I have chosen today from Louise Hay. And it says, try approving of yourself and see what happens. See what happens. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card from the vibrational energy, one from the vibrational earth children, and one from the I Am Sacred affirmation deck, and see whether that coincides, links in, or doesn't with the quote today. And I will be giving the, there's the first card, put it up here. I will be putting that quote up for you so that you can see it and you can share it and maybe post it on your wall as an affirmation to yourself. There's the card. Love it. I always love the cards that come out because it's almost like it's synchronistic to what spirit, what I'm talking about today on behalf of spirit. And there's the other card. All right. So the first card, the giggle factor. Yes, sometimes whatever. If it doesn't work out, laugh at it. But if we don't embrace that joy within ourselves, to believe in ourselves, to believe that we are making the right decisions for ourselves, then we need to step back and go, why? Why have we created this block? Why have we all of a sudden not allowed ourselves to believe in us? And I love this. Our inner child says, speak up, speak out. Yeah, don't keep this throat chakra closed so much that when you do go to speak, you're clearing your throat all the time. And I did that with intention. That sometimes we go to say something and we start to cough, or we can't say it because it's so blocked. This is why singing exercises are really good for everybody. Like, oh, when we do that, it just comes out, right? So speak up, speak out, be you. And the last card from the I Am Sacred. This is so true. I am sacred and my inner child is vibrationally free to be. Yes, because then when we let that child out, she or he plays. They are just there. They're embracing whatever happens. And okay, so what does a kid do when they fall off their bike? Oh, well, it happened. Let's get back on and do it again. Or, they go to do something and it just doesn't turn out right. They don't hop on it for years to come, chastising themselves. They just move forward. And that's where we need to be. We need to be in that close encounter with ourselves. So the 3 cards, there they are. And as I said, October the 1st will be the last episode of Spiritual Breadcrumbs. It will be the 100th episode, I think. And I will just pull a card for anybody that's on board that day and do a mini reading. So tomorrow we are on day 3 of Louise Hay Inspiration. I invite you to join me, Debbie A. Anderson, for Spiritual Breadcrumbs at 9 a.m. MST, and embrace the way that Louise Hay decided to hone her life. You can do it too. Vibrational blessings.